They'll try and start this drive in the air. That's complete to Taywan Taylor. 14 yards there on the first play from scrimmage. So the offense has it 1st and 10. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. Oh, incomplete. The rookie had it and lost it there. And it'll be 2nd down. Now keep in mind, they did have 3 interceptions last week. Couldn't quite come up with a first quarter pick that time.
But they had to like what they saw in terms of reacting when the ball is thrown. We had an expression when I played. It was called break on it. Every time the quarterback puts the ball in the air, break on the football. Go make a play and accumulate those interceptions.
Former defensive back. You remember those 3 interception games. It can be contagious, give you a little momentum.
They really can, and it doesn't matter whether it's one person or if you spread them across your entire defense, everybody wants a piece of that pie. Well, he kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
This defense is not going to make it easy for you. They're a physical group, and we just saw it there on that play. They came in, made the contact, just as he's trying to haul it in.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. This is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the D swarming to the line. A first carry now for Kenneth Dixon. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21.
Nice job by that defensive front there to hold him to a short gain on 1st down. Well played, I must say.
Yeah, only getting 1 yard. There was no room to run. They'll look to throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. Dalvin Cook is running back, the intended target, and it's 3rd down.
Used to have a coach used to tell us all the time, those scouting reports aren't just to use up paper, guys. Well, nowadays, we're watching a computer screen, right? They scouted this team very well. Know that they like to use the running backs in the passing game. They covered that play successfully.
And he goes in motion here in the backfield. Back to throw here. He sets to fire deep. He's got a man complete. And he's got the 1st down, yardage before being taken down at midfield. He got 29 yards that time. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. Now the first carry for Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
Here we go. Brand 38.
They'll look to throw. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line. Only a yard there. Sniffed out well defensively, and it brings up third.
In order for a screen pass to break big, a lot of things have to come together and be well executed. But all it takes is one small thing to go wrong and keep it from being a big game.
And on third down, a nickel formation here defensively. They'll set up to throw. Over the middle, it's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. 9 yards on the pickup there, and it keeps the drive alive. Offense comes to the line now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. Left side here, that's complete to Godwin. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there at the moment of truth to make a play on it.
By the way, where did the Grasshopper thing come from? I know it's been around for a long time.
Yeah, you know, I'll have to tell you that some other time.
All right, back to football. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. But hang on. A flag is down. Now, if it's on the defense, they might decline it and take the points. So they're operating in the red zone. And no press coverage here. They are backing off in the secondary. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely. Frees up your guys elsewhere. Play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. One of the keys to their long winning streak has been scoring first. An ideal drive right there, getting the first 6 points of the ball game.
Do you go back to our meeting with the offensive coordinator? Remember what he told us?
Absolutely.
With some teams, I script to probe in the early part of the game. Other teams, I script to attack. They've been in attack mode for these ball games and continue that in this one.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. And Detroit getting set to go now. And hoping to do better than they did their last possession when they punted the football.
Appeal to the vanity of your offensive line. Tell them that they control your fate. Leverage guys. Win the line of scrimmage. If you do that, you start to win 1st down. You win 2nd down. And guess what? You start accumulating 1st downs. And that's what they need in order to not punt the ball again.
And nearly picked off. Surprising to see a defender of his caliber let it get away. But it does get away and it's 2nd down. Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10.
All right, here we go. All right, now look at this. No. Check. Patriot.
They'll set up a throw. And the hit jarred it loose. It's incomplete. And this pass defense, they were sensational in the win last week, and they're looking good here so far in this first quarter.
You know, we often talk about how offenses get locked in, and that runs over multiple games where they're really, in that zone. Defenses can be the exact same way, and I think we're seeing an example of it here.
They'll look to throw here. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack.
The game plan for any defense is finding ways to make a quarterback uncomfortable in the pocket. When you bring pressure from all angles, you never know who's going to get home. In this case, the left cornerback, right in the face of him, puts him down.
And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This will be fielded at the 17. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And the Vikings will take over here, 1st and 10. And they're definitely showing blitz here. They start the drive with Cook. Cook stripped. The ball's out. But fortunately, he's able to recover his own fumble, or that could have been trouble.
All I can say about this play is that someone's living right. I mean, he's trying to gain yardage, trying to get upfield. Ball comes free. What's that panic that we've talked about oftentimes that you feel when you lose the ball?
You can sense it.
Oh, you can sense it. And somehow he got to it and was able to recover it for his squad.
So they almost turn it over there. Scary moment. 2nd down here. On the give, this is Dixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there, but it's enough to give him a new set of downs.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Let's go! 38! Ohio! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round!
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Being chased out left. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. Back now with Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter begins with the Vikings holding the football. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Time for our first check of the NFL scoreboard. And it's the Browns out to the early advantage. We'll keep you updated on that one as it progresses. 4 yards remaining now on 2nd down. Out of the pistol, it's Dixon. And he'll get across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. On 3rd and short, it's Dixon. They find some open field here. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. He's able to rip off 32 on that one. It's a 1st down.
Well, that's one of the main responsibilities of a safety in any defense. A long way downfield before he's able to corral him, but that's why you have him on the field, the last line of defense.
He made the play. I don't know if it'll be remembered. They're probably so mad that the run went for that long.
Wonder if they were thinking pass in that situation as opposed to run and being caught a little bit out of position. Fortunately, he's able to track him down.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll run for it with Cook. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Minnesota. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. So out now come the Lions. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Give him 10 yards there, and about by the nose of the football, he's going to have a first down.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
They go play action here on first down. Flushed out right. Looking for Jeffrey, and it's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Forced out to his left. Now he's going to let it go deep. It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Vikings. A big play there with his second touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. Lambo to add on the extra point. And it is now 21-0. Here's Lambo out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force it.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. A rookie QB struggling, gets thrown down to the ground there. But, yeah, maybe this game, it's not over yet, but maybe this game can be a learning experience for him.
So many different things that he has to pick up on. When to go ahead and flush from the pocket and run. When to get rid of the football and not take the sack. When to just go ahead and go down early and make sure you don't fumble the football. So many things that he has to learn. This game starts the process.
He'll look to throw. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
Okay, let's go back a little bit and see if my schooling comes to the front. What's that old saying? Those who forget the lessons of history are doomed to repeat them. That's the same guy who's gotten back-to-back sacks. I think a double team may be in order.
Here we go now. 3-19.
On play action, they'll throw. And the reception made by Alshon Jeffrey. An incredible play there. They do get big yardage, but they're still stopped a yard or two short, and it's 4th down.
They didn't get the first down, but I have to say I do like the call. I like what they were trying to do. Try and hit your receiver on the run and see if he can pick it up, keep it on his feet, get a little rack yardage.
Yeah, but a nice job defensively to get to him and keep him short of the first. A second quarter score from down in Houston. The Jets out to the early lead. That one tight to this point, and you'd have to imagine it'll stay tight throughout. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this will be touchdown inside the 20. They'll spot it at the 18-yard line. And the Vikings now heading on to the field. And last time the formula was pretty simple. One play drive, long pass. That maybe they just want to do that again, right?
And that's exactly how you want to draw things up. Whether it's on your grease board, right, in your playbook, one play drive is exactly what you want on offense. What they have to be careful of is not having a letdown. It was real easy last time. They can't expect that going forward.
Yeah, we'll see if it's that easy here. He was looking for Dante Moncrief that time. That'll bring up second down. Well, one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
Let's go!
On second down, Cook. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets this football out shy of the 30 to the 29. We'll give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. 2 minutes to go here in the first half. More from Minneapolis after this. To throw now on first down. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. Second down.
Sometimes the coverage is so good, no matter what you're doing on offense, you just can't shake anyone free. They try their best to find someone open, but they took away every passing alley, every angle, and shut the play down.
They'll run it now out of the gun across the 30 to the 31-yard line. And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The Vikings on third down. They've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Here we go.
He'll drop to throw. Going deep for Moncrief. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This is taken at about the 14. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Lions will take over. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Caught right side is Jeffrey. And he takes it all the way down to the 28-yard line. It's a big play there for the Lions. 44 yards. They'll look to throw here on first down. Stopped short of the 25. The second effort couldn't free him. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Got a man over the middle. It's Williams. And down inside the 15 he goes. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. zone now. They'll look to throw. This will be caught just inside the 10. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 7 yards to pick up on the pitch and catch.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry as the first half is winding down. And the Lions are able to draw a bit closer. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. And a lot of football, full half to be played. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Minnesota offense set to take over again. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
He's second in the NFL in interceptions, and you understand why. He plays a game of great intelligence, understands positioning, and has a great ability to break on the football when it's in the air.
So fun to watch his closing speed, and another example of it on that play. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The second half upon us sooner than we bargained for. Week 7, second half. Let's do it. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Now come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the third. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you think you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still third quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you just swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
First down, they go with Dixon. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down. And the offense behind the chains here a touch on 2nd and 11. Looking to throw. Buying time to his left. But he almost had it defensively. Could have been a game changer there in this second half. Instead, it's third down. They're looking for a spark defensively. When he went for that ball, probably thought he had a chance at the pick. Now, remember, they had 2 last week in the win. Obviously losing here.
Well, you talked about looking for a spark, and the best sparks are when you make big plays for your team. And he had that opportunity there. Couldn't haul it in, but that doesn't mean they're going to back off at all. They figure if they can get one of those takeaways, they can spark their team to a win. Ohio.
He'll look to throw. And they can't get the long connection as it falls incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
The Vikings send out their punter. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And the kick's away as he angles this one for the sideline. So we're going to look at the Lions offense as they get ready for their first possession of the second half. They were able to get the stop defensively. Now a chance really to set the tone here in quarter three.
They can really take charge, can't they? And this is probably how it was drawn up at the half. I think we can go inside the locker room, all right? And I think we would see up on the grease boards, stop them defensively, get the ball back for the offense, and let's go downfield and score. Seems simple, right? The last part, we have to find out that's going to happen. But the first part worked to perfection. Did exactly what they wanted, and now their offense has to pay it off.
See if they can get the latter 50%. The completion good. This is Eric Ebron. Give them 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
Now back to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. 23 yards on the play.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Ebron with it over the middle. And he brought down.
Three down.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for Mike Williams that time, and that'll bring up second down.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. That is caught inside the 5. A nice pickup of 14, and it moves the stick, sets up a 1st and goal.
And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
Sometimes play calls boil down to philosophy. You know you're facing one of the top 10 units against the run in the NFL. So do you decide to keep smashing against them, or do you decide to throw the ball here?
They'll look to throw. Fighting for the end zone. He lost the football. It's out.
We'll give some credit to the defense. They forced the big play, knocked the ball free from him, but that's a cardinal sin by the quarterback. Know where you are on the field, and he just gave up at a minimum 3 points.
And instead of getting down, takes the contact. The turnover ensues. Meanwhile, over in Lambeau, an update. Now, you saw the score at the bottom of your screen a moment ago. We got a good one going on there. Remember to keep an eye on the ticker, of course, at the bottom of your screen for updates on that game and others around the NFL. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
Here we go.
They'll set up to throw. And under the Lions' pressure, he's brought down. Gerald McCoy with a great push up front. He picks up the sack and a loss of 8. The Vikings on third down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. Back to throw here. And he is out of bounds, getting it across the 30-yard line. And they're able to convert on third with a solid gain of 23.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping, and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And we return, welcoming you back to Minneapolis. It's the Vikings in possession of the football and the lead. They'll be looking to add to that total as we begin quarter number 4. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
One of the toughest things about playing defensive back is pattern reading, trying to figure out what they're doing. And on that one, they had the fly, just sending a guy downfield with the in route accompanying it, what people call a dagger route, trying to hit the guy in.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Eric Rowe. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. Maybe he telegraphed it a little bit right there. You've got a cornerback knowing that he's going against a rookie quarterback. He stepped in and picked it.
You think he had a great week of preparation, looking forward to this opportunity? And the second part of that is, when you're a young quarterback, you are going to stare down targets, but oftentimes your playbook hasn't expanded to get...
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
They're going to look to throw. To the right side to Eric Ebron. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
There's a completion to the tight end, and I think that we're looking at something out of central casting, frankly.
Absolutely.
I mean,
size, the hands.
Speed. I mean, can flat out run. You put that whole package together, you light up the eyes of an offensive coordinator, don't you?
Open man is Taylor. He's got it. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 15, just shy of the 10. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Now the offense lining up 1st and 10. They give to Henry. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Lions able to get this back within a touchdown. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And this will get out of bounds. No worries there, though. That still goes as a touchback. Now the Vikings offense works their way back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
Let's go.
They'll start the drive with Dixon. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, Brandon, pace comes into play now because they've got the advantage. They've got the football, but they've got to be very careful about what speed they're going to play. You know, my music teacher back in New Paltz, Mrs. Bythema Bagley, used to say, don't go prestissimo when you really want to go largo. And what she meant by that is don't go too fast when you really want to go at a nice, slow, deliberate pace.
I am speechless. I am without speech. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. 20. 10, touchdown, Vikings. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown of the game, number 9 on the season. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out wide catching it, and he's done exactly that. Truly leading his team right now towards victory.
3 touchdown catches. He's been the headliner. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. So here come the Lions now. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
It's a 9-yard pickup on the play, and it'll be 2nd and about a yard. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. It's caught on the right side. Williams. A good pickup there, 26 yards. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10.
Jeffrey reels it in over the middle. And he'll go down at the 28. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
Red zone opportunity. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. And now the Vikings are going to stop it here on defense with a timeout. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. They'll set up a throw. And this is incomplete. He was trying to get it to Taywan Taylor. And it's third down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open. And this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. The Lions on third down, 2 for 5 to this point. This will be 3rd and 19. He'll look to throw. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 3rd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Lions have got it back to a 1-score game. He's got it, and they're back within a touchdown at 28-21. Martin, the punter, now out to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. And now out comes Minnesota. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Defense really showing respect to the deep ball here, playing off the receivers. Kyle Rudolph, the tight end, in motion. The drive begins with a run by Dixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. And when do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides.
Here we go. Ohio. Let's go. Black round.
Now a handoff for Dixon. And I don't think he got there. No, they stop him right where it all started. And this defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Taken in at the 11. A good return there, 17 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Here's the Detroit offense now as they head back out onto the field. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
but it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they've got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent, but you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
And, of course, the quarterback in this situation, he's realizing time is becoming a factor. Let's see if they can get some points on the board here late.
Here we go now. 3-19. 3-19. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone. Gone, gone.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete. The intended receiver, Taywan Taylor, and it's 3rd down. But not to get too overcritical there because he knows what he's doing, but his shoulders looked a little off kilter there when he threw that.
I don't think you're being overly critical there. You're just analyzing it, and he gets those shoulders right. That pass will go from incomplete to complete.
Detroit.
Back to throw. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down. And now before they run this 4th down play, we're going to get a timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Down 7, and they've got to go for it here on 4th down. Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. And another timeout called by the Vikings now. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. So 4th and 15, but the offense is staying out there to go for it. So the D-line's going to spread out.
Let's go. Watching now, Marty. Back there, Philly. Here we go. Detroit. Here we go now. Green, 30. Back there.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 36.
Well, this is a defense that can confuse even the best of quarterbacks with their zone schemes. And here you've got a linebacker that's going to stay at home and just sit down in that zone. And this one basically comes right to him.
And here we go on 1st and goal. They come out here in the eye.
Here we go.
Trying to pound it in with Dixon. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
This is where coaches have to have spent a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening.
They will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown. A great effort there with his 2nd touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Vikings capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Lambeau on for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Here's Lambeau out to kick this one away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. Now on the return, oh no, the ball is loose. And the Vikings pick up the football. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Victory formation time for the Vikings as they'll take a knee here. They'll go ahead and take the knee here, and the unbeaten season will continue. The Vikings on third down, not quite 50%, 4 for 9. This is going to be 3rd and 13.